toe raises or Dorsi Flexion. I like people to start with 2 legs at the beginning. This is strengthening the muscle, the so-called tibialis anterior muscle predominantly, which for many people are very weak. So when you start running on a regular basis, if this muscle is not conditioned efficiently, it can affect your IT band, believe it or not, and it can actually aid to IT band stiffness or IT band syndrome. So this muscle, particularly in this position, is a good idea to strengthen, especially when someone starts running. And it's a good idea once you strengthen it up, it's a good idea to make sure that this remains strong. Okay, so once in a while you should do this exercise to just double check if you're able to hit those repetitions that I'm going to bring up here. So with the 2 legs, you want to find something. It can be at the end of a staircase, whatever, and you push your toes down in a plantar flexion, which is basically pointing your toes down, and then you're going to lift your toes up and get into Dorsi Flexion. This is basically, if you take a look, you're basically lifting your leg up and then you're moving it down. Now you want to make sure that your knee stays in the same position. So it's essentially you're moving only from your ankle with 2 legs. Now it takes a while to get the balance right, but then essentially you will learn it. Improves your balance at the same time. Make sure your big toes pointing up as you're bringing up yourself in the dorsiflexion. Once you're able to do this for 40 repetitions easily without any kind of major burning sensation in this frontal musculature, then you can switch to a single leg version of this. That's significantly more complicated, but ideally it'd be great if you could also perform 40 repetitions with single leg. Okay, so the single leg one works like this. It's much more difficult to balance, obviously. You can have a little aid. Come here. You can have something that stabilizes you. Okay, just stand over here. Good. A child, for example. Okay, so you can do this with a soft shoe. A 5-finger shoe is quite ideal for this. You can try to do it barefoot as well. That's totally fine. A normal shoe is already limiting a little bit the capabilities for your toe to come up. The 4 little toes are not that important that they raise up, but the big toe is very essential that it's pointing up as much as possible when you do this exercise. So one more time on the other leg. So single leg, get your balance, lift it up, go back down, lifting it up, go back down, and so on and so forth. So try to get to a place where you can perform with the support 40 repetitions. That was the toe raises or dorsiflexion.